Have you ever wondered why some people seem to move forward in life with clarity, purpose, and energy, while others seem stuck in stagnation, even though they have access to the same 24 hours in a day? The answer, more often than not, lies not in talent, luck, or circumstance. It lies in the daily habits. They're the ones who silently shape who you are and determine how far you can go. The truth is that there are habits so powerful that if you start applying them today, your life can take a completely different direction in a matter of weeks. We're not talking about magic formulas or empty promises. We're talking about real, accessible, and proven attitudes practiced by the biggest names in success and validated by science. And the best part, anyone can adopt them, including you. In this video, you will discover 5 daily habits that have the power to change your life forever. They are simple, but profoundly transformative. If you're tired of feeling stuck, unproductive, or disconnected from yourself, this content is exactly the push you needed to take the next step. And if you apply what you will learn here with discipline and consistency, the results will surprise you. So take advantage and subscribe to the channel right now. Turn on the notification bell and get ready to start a journey of real change. Because at the end of the day, the life you want is on the other side of better habits. And that transformation starts here, today, with you. Benjamin Disraeli, English politician and writer, once said that the greatest waste in the world is wasted talent. This reminds us that human potential is immense, but we often let it slip away due to a lack of discipline and focus. The good news? True transformation does not come from the grand, but from small daily habits, from those steps that seem tiny but add up consistently. Have you heard of the British cyclists who revolutionized the sport by investing in marginal gains? They improved every detail by just 1 tweak to their posture, their diet, their training routine, and over time. These small increments translated into world victories. That's the power of personal growth, of discipline applied in homeopathic but consistent doses. Leadership expert John C. Maxwell reinforces this by stating that daily discipline leads to great achievement. When we maintain consistency in our habits, whether it's waking up early, exercising, or setting aside time for self-discovery, mind and body align, creating a solid foundation for any goal. The key is to respect the process, appreciating each step, no matter how small. In practice, this means that there is no point in trying to change everything at once, as you risk losing focus and productivity. Start with a simple habit, drinking a glass of water. As soon as you wake up, doing 5 minutes of mindful meditation, or even being grateful for something in your life. These small actions, added together, create a routine that awakens your success mindset and prepares fertile ground for an extraordinary future. Learning a little bit every day is one of the greatest investments we can make in ourselves. No matter our age, our minds need to be fed with knowledge to grow and become stronger, just like a muscle that is exercised daily. This pursuit of continuous learning is an essential pillar for maintaining productivity and focus in our personal and professional lives. Albert Einstein once said that education is what remains after we forget what we learned in school. This means that learning does not end in the classroom, but stays with us forever, becoming a habit. Curiosity and discipline go hand in hand on this path, and it is precisely this combination that stimulates personal growth and self-knowledge, 2 foundations for those who want to be truly successful. It's no wonder that studies show that most adults consider themselves lifelong learners. People like Bill Gates, for example, set aside time every day to read and reflect, using knowledge as fuel for their decisions. And if he, one of the world's biggest billionaires, does this, why not incorporate this powerful routine into your daily life? To start, how about choosing a book that matches your interests, whether it's about success mindset, productivity, or even mindfulness? The important thing is to create the habit, even if it's just for 15 minutes a day. Over time, this constant learning becomes a differentiator, opening doors you never imagined existed. Taking time to reflect on our experiences is a powerful step toward personal growth. This practice helps transform experiences into learning experiences, increasing self-awareness and clarity about our goals and values. Daily reflection creates a space where we can better understand our emotions and decisions. Cultivating emotional discipline, writing a diary or journaling, is an incredible tool for this journey. Putting your thoughts, challenges, and achievements of the day on paper makes the process more conscious and helps us organize our minds. Confucius once said that wisdom begins with reflection, and this habit can truly be the fuel for the mental transformation you seek. A classic example is Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who dedicated time to his meditations. He used writing to build resilience and maintain focus in the face of challenges, which is essential for productivity and maintaining mental health. If such a powerful leader used this technique, why not try it too? If you're just starting out, you don't need much. Grab a notebook or a note-taking app and set aside 5 minutes before bed to record your thoughts. The important thing is to create this self-awareness routine, which aligns with your success mindset and strengthens your journey of personal growth. Having a clear focus at the start of your day makes all the difference in avoiding that feeling of being lost and running around without getting anywhere. Yogi Berra, with his simple wisdom, once said that if you don't know where you're going, any path will get you there. Setting daily intentions helps you direct your energy and discipline toward what really matters, keeping your productivity sharp. People who set daily goals are much more likely to achieve their long-term goals, as this habit creates consistency and focus. Elon Musk, known for his extraordinary productivity, plans his tasks and blocks and dedicates himself to a few priorities, which avoids distraction and increases personal growth. This is a practical example of how to manage your routine wisely. Whether you want to become more productive or you're looking for deeper self-knowledge, setting your intention for the day is a powerful exercise. It can be something as simple as I'm going to dedicate 30 minutes to reading today, or I'm going to practice gratitude before bed. The important thing is that your mind is aligned and prepared for what you want to build. Start by creating a ritual. As soon as you wake up, take a deep breath. Think about what you want to focus on and write it down. This small daily discipline will open doors to a more organized life, with more focus and increasingly consolidated mindset of success. We can't talk about discipline and productivity without mentioning the body is the temple where we live, and taking care of it is essential to maintain mental health and focus on a daily basis. Jim Rohn once said that the body is the only place where we live, and this reminds us that investing in physical exercise is not a luxury, but a necessity. Studies show that regular physical activity improves mood, increases mental clarity, and helps prevent stress. In addition, constant movement promotes a more productive routine as the brain receives more oxygen and nutrients, enhancing continuous learning and personal growth. An inspiring example is Richard Branson, who attributes much of his success to his daily exercise habits, whether running, swimming, or cycling. He emphasizes how this discipline in taking care of the body directly influences energy and performance in all areas of life. If you don't have an exercise routine yet, start slowly. 5 minutes of stretching when you wake up, a walk after lunch, or even dancing to your favorite song. The important thing is to move your body and connect this practice with your mental health, creating a positive cycle for well-being and productivity. Big dreams can seem overwhelming, and it's easy to become paralyzed by them. That's why breaking down your goals into small, achievable steps is key to maintaining discipline and consistency. Confucius once said that moving a mountain begins with small stones, a perfect reminder for our daily routine. Organizing your life into simple steps, as Marie Kondo teaches us with tidying up, helps transform chaos into clarity. Each small achievement brings a boost, an extra dose of motivation to keep moving forward. This practice connects directly with personal growth and a success mindset, as it makes us see that anything is possible when the journey is well planned. Start by listing your biggest dreams, then break them down into daily, weekly, and monthly actions. This will help you stay focused and productive, and it will also help reduce the procrastination and feelings of overwhelm that often get in the way of progress. Discipline manifests itself in the attention to every detail, no matter how small. It is in the repetition of these steps that continuous learning and self-knowledge flourish, showing that the path to success is a sum of small actions taken consistently. Procrastination is that sneaky enemy that steals our time and energy, leaving us trapped in cycles of guilt, anxiety, and low productivity. Benjamin Franklin once warned that time waits for nothing, and indeed, this is a harsh truth, especially when we put off what could be the first step towards great achievements. Procrastination is not just a bad habit, it is a silent thief of our discipline and focus. Fortunately, there are practical techniques to combat this trap. The Pomodoro method, for example, suggests dividing work into 25-minute blocks, followed by short breaks. This simple strategy helps maintain concentration and prevents mental burnout. Another approach is time blocking, which consists of setting aside specific times for each task of the day, creating a structured routine that avoids the famous putting it off for later. In addition to the techniques, it is essential to understand that procrastination is also linked to our mental health. Arianna Huffington, founder of the Huffington Post, discovered that respecting the limits of the body and mind is essential to avoid burnout exhaustion that makes procrastination even more frequent. She argues that discipline must go hand in hand with self-care, ensuring a balance between productivity and rest. If you find yourself procrastinating a lot, start small, organize your workspace to minimize distractions. Make a list of the most important tasks, prioritizing the most urgent ones, and set realistic deadlines for each one. These simple steps, combined with cultivating gratitude and mindfulness, help you control negative self-talk and stay focused. Little by little, this new routine creates consistency and strengthens your mindset for success, showing that overcoming procrastination is possible with discipline and well-structured habits. Building healthy relationships goes far beyond simply living together. It is an essential pillar for emotional well-being and personal growth. Studies indicate that meaningful connections increase our longevity and strengthen mental health, showing that the quality of our relationships directly impacts our productivity and happiness. A classic example of this strong partnership is that of Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. They demonstrate how a connection based on respect, trust, and mutual learning can lead to great results, both in professional and personal life. This reinforces the importance of seeking relationships that add value, that challenge us to grow, and that are aligned with our success mindset. Active listening is a powerful tool for building empathy and strengthening these connections. Listening attentively, without judgment, allows us to better understand the other person and build a solid foundation of trust. The Dalai Lama once said that when we speak, we repeat what we already know, but when we listen, we learn something new. Practicing the skill is a daily exercise that brings lasting benefits. If you want to improve your relationships, start by appreciating small moments of connection, a genuine conversation, a sincere compliment, or simply paying full attention to those around you. These actions, combined with the discipline of cultivating positive relationships, boost your personal growth, strengthen your mental health, and help create a support network that is essential for success. Practicing mindfulness is like hitting the pause button in the middle of the chaos of everyday life. When you slow down and bring your attention to the present moment, something powerful happens. Your focus increases, stress decreases, and your mind begins to operate with greater clarity. Neuroscience studies show that mindfulness can literally reshape the brain, strengthening areas responsible for emotional regulation, decision-making, and mental health. Daily gratitude is another life-changing habit, and we're not talking about some mystical thing, it's science. Practicing gratitude activates regions of the brain linked to pleasure and reward. People who regularly write down what they're grateful for show more optimism, resilience, and productivity. The case of Nick Vujicic, who was born without arms or legs, is an inspiring reminder that your attitude toward life changes everything. He found strength in being grateful for what he had and not complaining about what he lacked, and today, he is a global reference in overcoming challenges. Self-awareness rounds out this golden trio. Without knowing yourself, you live on autopilot, repeating patterns without understanding why. Indra Nooyi, former CEO of PepsiCo, faced criticism, self-doubt, and cultural challenges, but overcame them all by mastering her own emotions and limiting beliefs. She shows that those who have internal clarity have external power. Journaling is a great way to develop this practice. Start by recording your thoughts, feelings, and lessons learned from the day. This creates space for personal growth and continuous learning. Want a simple way to integrate all of this into your routine? Try the morning triad 5 minutes of mindful breathing. 3 things you're grateful for, and a written reflection on how you want to feel and act that day. It may not seem like much, but this practice, done with discipline and consistency, can be the turning point that connects you to your true potential and sets the stage for healthier relationships, lasting focus, and a mindset for success. In a world that idolizes rushing, stopping has become almost an act of rebellion. But here is a truth that many still ignore: resting is not a waste of time. It's an investment. Strategic rest is what recharges your discipline, sharpens your focus, and sustains productivity in the long run. The idea that sleep is for wimps is outdated. True giant of success know that sleep is power. Sleeping well is not a luxury. It is a biological necessity. During sleep, the brain consolidates memories, regulates hormones, and gets rid of toxins. Studies show that those who sleep less than 6 hours a night have a decline in cognitive and emotional performance, as well as an increase in stress levels. Productivity does not come from excess, but from balance, and that includes respecting sleep cycles and breaks throughout the day. Techniques like Pomodoro, in addition to helping overcome procrastination, also work as mini mental energy rechargers. The power nap, a quick 10 to 20-minute nap, is even used by executives like Jeff Bezos and high-performance athletes. The secret is to understand that the body is like an operating system. If you don't reboot it, it crashes. And mental health, focus, and well-being go hand in hand with a routine that respects the boldest limits. Want to start putting this into practice? Set fixed times to sleep and wake up, yes, even on weekends, and avoid screen time an hour before bed. Include conscious breaks in your day, where you take a deep breath, walk around a bit, or simply do nothing. Over time, this new routine will bring you more mental clarity, energy, and consistency, and prepare you to integrate the pillars that support true personal transformation. Transforming your life doesn't happen with a single habit or a magical flip of a switch. It's like building a river. Every drop counts. Every daily habit adds strength until, together, they form a powerful current. The pillars we've explored so far: discipline, focus, lifelong learning, physical and mental health, and meaningful connections intertwine and feed off each other. When you strengthen one, you boost the others. Think of your routine as an ecosystem. Good sleep improves your mental clarity, which increases your productivity and strengthens your discipline. With more focus, you learn better, get to know yourself better, and have better relationships. Everything is connected. And the best part is that this transformation doesn't require major revolutions. It requires consistency. One right choice a day is enough to put you on the path to a successful mindset. Over time, chaos turns into clarity. What seemed unattainable begins to organize itself into small goals, well-defined habits, and routine that works in your favor. It's not about living a perfect life, but about building, brick by brick, a reality that is more aligned with who you want to be. And that's only possible with consistency, self-knowledge, and intention. So, the question is, how can you integrate all of this from now on? The answer is not in doing everything at once, but in choosing a pillar to start with and taking the first step. The rest will come as a consequence. And before you know it, you will be surfing this wave of personal growth with gratitude, presence, and inner strength. Because, in the end, true transformation is silent, daily, and deeply personal. Now that you know the habits that can completely transform your life, the inevitable question arises: what are you going to do with all this? Information without action is just theory. But when you apply even just one concept a day, the effect is powerful. It's like lighting a candle in a dark room. The atmosphere changes, and little by little, everything becomes brighter. Personal transformation begins exactly this way, one step at a time, with conscious choices, with small adjustments that, together, build a new you. Maybe you still have doubts. Maybe your mind brings up that old voice that says, this isn't for me, or I won't be able to keep it up. But listen to this carefully. No one is born ready. Even the greatest examples of success started from scratch making mistakes, starting over, learning, adjusting. The secret is in discipline, already consistency in the decision not to give up on difficult days. Don't wait for perfect motivation, build a routine that works even when it's missing. Ask yourself what would happen if I decided to seriously implement just 2 of these habits for the next 30 days? What if I committed to my mental health, my focus, my personal growth, my productivity, and my overall well-being? The truth is, an extraordinary life doesn't require magic, it requires intention. You have more power than you realize. And when you align action with purpose, extraordinary results become inevitable. So now it's up to you. Choose a habit and start today. Tomorrow, choose another. And so, with ease and firmness, you will create a life more aligned with your dreams. If this content helped you, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell here. You will find not only inspiration, but practical tools to help you evolve every day. The journey doesn't have to be lonely, and with the right habits, it can be lighter, more meaningful, and transformative. Let's join us.